Well, good afternoon and welcome to Sept 24 Live at Noon. I'm Jamie Goodfroy. Air Canada pilots are demonstrating outside Pearson Airport today. Let's go live to Sept 24's Lindsay Viscaya with the details on this. Lindsay.
My son works for Air Canada.
Yeah, and Jamie, I can't tell you how many union members are here today. Officials are saying maybe upwards of 700 have come out to show support for union negotiations, which are ongoing now between the pilots union and Air Canada. And it's silent here. It's somber. It really does. Really makes an impact seeing all of these pilots lined up here at Pearson Airport. I'm joined now by Charlene Hootie, Air Canada Pilots MEC Chair. Charlene, good to have you. Thanks for taking the time. I guess first off, what's your reaction to how many people have come out here today?
I think it's an incredible demonstration of the unity and resolve that the Air Canada pilots have. We're also joined by other airline pilots from across North America.
Nice.
And everyone is supporting us as we strive towards achieving our world-class contract that I know our pilot group is more than ready for.
And when we're talking about what's wanted, I don't want to use the word sticking points because obviously negotiations are ongoing at this point, but what are some of the main things that pilots and the union really want out of these negotiations?
I think that's a great question.
Fair pay.
Today we are holding this informational picket because September 29th signals the expiry of our current collective agreement. So we're coming out of a stale collective agreement we've been under for almost a decade. So there's quite a few things that we do need to address in these contract negotiations to ensure that we're keeping up with our comparators. So we're looking to address career progression, job security, aviation safety, and we have to close the growing wage gap between ourselves and our American counterparts. The pilots at United today, they ratified their collective bargaining agreement, so there's pilots at United who are making twice as much, if not more, than the Air Canada pilots I represent.
And I want to talk about that because we've heard over the last couple of months this somewhat of a pilot shortage here in Canada because a lot of the pilots are moving to the U.S. because there are
I don't blame them.
Jobs there. I mean, can you go into a little more detail?
I'd be moving to Dubai.
I can talk about, I know personally some pilots at Air Canada who've made the decision to give up years of seniority as an Air Canada pilot and choose to start at the bottom of Delta or United or any of the various other carriers in the United States because they've done the math and they figured out that it is better for them and their families if they make that move now. So Air Canada really does have to invest and value our pilots because that's going to help with the pilot problem that we're seeing here, that supply issue that we're seeing in Canada. We want Canadians to have a reliable, sustainable aviation network. In order to achieve that, you have to have pilots coming into the profession and continuing on to the big carriers at Air Canada. So I think by making this an attractive profession for young people, you'll start to solve that pilot supply problem.
Charlene, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
So there you go, Jamie. We have reached out to Air Canada as well on this. They just sent us a written statement saying that negotiations are ongoing and that picketing is a normal part of negotiations. As for flights, no disruptions expected due to this picketing, but Pearson Airport is advising travelers to show up just a little early if you're heading out today from Terminal 1.
Wonder if this is going to affect my son.
At this point, not seeing too many. Jamie, back to you.
We appreciate the update.